Thanks, Stan with us and Bill O'Reilly in the Miller Time segment tonight. If not for doing 3 Boulder Freshers shows with me last weekend, I'm sure Miller would have been in London cheering on Kate and Prince William. Sage of Southern California joins us now from Santa Barbara. So the new baby is named George Alexander Lewis and will be referred to as the Prince of Cambridge. And you say?
I didn't know they had given it a name when I came over here. They still hadn't named it. I wanted to name it The Factor. That's what I would have named.
No,
Just,
I said Spike.
Listen, I have an affinity for the Brits because, you know, they'll eventually have a king with big ears, and we currently have a king with big ears. And, you know, their leader carries a scepter. Our New York mayoral candidates, they often carry around their scepter. And, by the way, my congratulations to Uma Abedin for standing by Whitey Bulger. Is that the name he's using now, Whitey Bulger? I don't even know. But I think Uma will leave. I think Uma will leave Anthony when he changes his party affiliation to a Republican. That'll be the only thing she considers a bit perverse. But I would have named the baby The Factor. I'm happy with a nice baby story. In a world gone mad where I got to watch, you know, idiots like Wiener on a day-to-day basis, that kid seems like a nice guy, and the girl seems sweet, and they got a lovely baby. Good for them. I like those two.
All right. Now, how about all the hoopla around it? Was it overdone, or should people take to the streets in celebration of the new baby?
Yeah, sure they should. What are we going to pay attention to? Everything's crap.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is wholesome, and this is nice.
Every time you open a news channel or paper, it's all crap.
Right.
At least this is fun. It's a baby. Look at that guy, man. You think he gets to wear that other than Lacajo Patriot? No, of course he doesn't.
So everybody benefits. It's a win-win-win for Prince George of Cambridge. All right.
Yeah, it's a bambino. It's beautiful. I love it.
Now, from Buckingham Palace, we go to Detroit, Motor City, which is bankrupt, and nobody wants to live there. And even though they have good sports teams, at least the Tigers are good, it's kind of a disaster. And what do you think about this?
Look at it. Parts of it look like Dresden. From Motown to Lestown in 50 years. And you got to blame the Democrats. I know some people are going to try to tell you Kwame Kilpatrick is an old Irish politician on the Republican side. But the fact is the Dems ran that into the ground.
Yes, they did.
Sucked it dry like Gordon Gekko wanted to suck Blue Star Airlines dry before he got busted. And now they're going to try to get out of it. It's a heartbreak. I've got Detroit comedian friends like Dave Coulier, Mike Binder, Tim Allen. They speak so highly of it. It yields a Menchie cat like Kid Rock. It must have good stuff in it. But the Dems ran it into the ground.
Well, one time it was a working class town, as everybody knows, because of the auto industry. And then the unions came in, and then the Democratic machine came in. Then the drugs came in, and the drugs really wiped out the minority community, working class community. The crime went through the roof. But they stole, Miller. The politicians stole and stole and stole and stole. And then people started moving out, and there was no tax base left, and now it's collapsed. And that's what happened in Detroit. There you go, Bob Seger. That's what happened.
Well, modern liberalism, that's the yield of it. It looks like fire ants, like Sherman going through Georgia, for God's sakes. But the bailout will come. It's just the press obviously has to wait for the midterm. You know, they've got to get that election into the barn before they can start handing out the goodies again.
Yeah, but Detroit will never come back.
Tread water.
Detroit will never come back. It's out as a major city, and it'll never come back. All right, we just saw you in Victoria Jackson in the mid-'80s. The little hair deal was a little differently. Yeah. And what do you remember about that time? I mean, I like Victoria Jackson. I don't think the communists are going to start executing the Christians anytime soon, but you never know. I guess it could happen. But what do you think about this?
Well, I had great hair and she had better legs.
That's it, Miller? That's all you're going to give me, man? How long did it take the hairdresser to do your hair there? You kind of look like Natalie Wood in that shot.
I look dreamy. You know that. That's why you hired me. Listen,
it's not why I hired you, Miller.
I had a great time there. I love Victoria with all my heart. I believe in many things she believes in. Some of the stuff's a little, I can't tell if it's quite cheeky for, you know, showbiz purposes. I obviously don't believe that Victoria feels they're about to start burning Christians. But they are going to ridicule him, so she's halfway there. Yeah, people like Victoria and the Tea Party are going to be painted as the problems in this country. I happen to think more people like the Occupy movement and Anthony Weiner are the problem. But you know what? My side's lost. I have to shut up for a while. The other side is in. Weiner might be the next mayor. Spitzer might be the next comptroller. Nothing's working. Like I said, it's all crap. So let's get back and look at more pictures of that baby.
All right, Dennis Miller, everybody.